Hey guys, I'm the Burke and I do things, and today we're doing a highlighter declutter. I don't really have a goal. I just kind of want to get rid of what I don't use and pass it along to someone else. So I'm going to break these up into categories. Haven't fully decided how I'm going to do that yet, but I'm going to go break them up into categories and then we'll start this declutter. Let's go. Okay, so the way I did this was for all my powder highlighters, I organized them by brand, and then anything I only had one of from different brands, they got grouped into drugstore and high-end. And then anything that's a cream, liquid, etc. is going to be its own separate. Yeah, you get it. You'll see. Let's just get this party started. Oh, and unlike my eyeshadow video, I think I am going to do swatching in this video just to help me compare different products because it's going to help me figure out what I want to keep versus what I want to get rid of. Okay, so our first brand is Wet n Wild, and I think their formula is great, but I've never found a shade that I think works on me. So this here is Precious Petals, and I just don't love this shade on my skin tone. I also have this highlighting palette that I got over the holiday season, and I think the actual formula of these highlights is fantastic, but again, I don't love any of these actual tones and I never wear them, and I know there are people that absolutely love Wet n Wild highlights and I'd much rather pass this along. Okay, the next brand is Becca, and I only have little tiny Becca highlights, but size doesn't matter. So I have Champagne Pop, I have Opal, and I have Vanilla Quartz. Oh my god, this formula is just so beautiful. But if I'm being realistic, I only wear Vanilla Quartz, and I know how much people really love Becca, so I'm going to pass along Champagne Pop and Opal, even though they're absolutely beautiful. Okay, the next brand is Maybelline. I have two Master Chromes. I have Rose Gold, which I actually got this for free in an influencer Vox box. It is so beautiful. I had this listed as a favorite product last year, but honestly, the shade doesn't work great on me. And I didn't think there was one until they did this 205 collab with Nikki Tutorials, and this one I die for and I love. And I'm sure someone would love this Rose Gold highlighter, so I'll pass along Rose Gold and keep their collab with Nikki. Now we have Oprah. Oh, my good friend Oprah. Now, I'm gonna show you something. So this is Star Island, which I recently got and love. Like, oh my god. Then we have, this is their Everglow collab with Nikki Tutorials, and this one in the corner over here. I mean, yes. Then this one is All of the Lights, which I got in the Oprah mystery box, and this shade in this corner. Oh, yeah. However, this here is Rodeo Drive, and this is their most popular one, I feel like, but I don't think this one looks great on my skin tone. See how different that one is in comparison? So I think I'm going to keep the three I love and pass on Rodeo Drive to someone who will appreciate it. Next we have Colorpop, and these are both Super Shocks. So this is Flexitarian, and this is one of my all-time favorite highlights. And it is just, I mean, absolutely amazing. I also have the new Cruella one from the Villains collection. This one is a little bit more glittery, but I still like it. It's different, and I really like the formula, so I'm going to keep this one in my collection for now. Okay, the only other similar like brand, these aren't all the same brand, these are the same brand, this one is not. So these I all got from Shop Mistake. So these are all $1 highlighters. So these are both AOA Studio, and this one's a Muse Cosmetics. So I'm going to swatch these all because I don't really remember what any of them look like. So this is their Wonder Baked Highlighter in Cream Puff. So this feels a lot like that e.l.f. baked highlighter, but oh wow, that's really pretty. This is their Halo highlighter in Allure. Let's see how this one looks. Oh my goodness. These are really pretty. Okay, and this is the Muse Cosmetics highlighter I don't think it doesn't say a actual. So that one's not quite as impressive. So I think I might keep these two AOA ones and pass along the Amuse Cosmetics highlighter. Okay, so now I have my more high-end highlighters that I really only have one from each brand to go through. So I'm not even going to swatch this, honestly. This is the Aurora Lights palette from Anasazi Beverly Hills. And I don't know why I bought this. I think it's beautiful. The colors are beautiful, but the amount of times I reach for this is never. And it was a silly purchase on my part, and I'm going to pass this along. So actually, these three here were in my top high-end highlighters. So here we have Tarte Cosmetics Stunner. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm only gonna swatch one from this. This is the Smashbox Spotlight palette. So just for a formula idea. Ooh, look at that. And this is the Lancome Monochromatic Eclat highlighter. Oh, so cool. I mean, oh, I love these. So this is the Laura Geller Gilded Honey highlight. I think this might be the first highlighter I ever owned, honestly. And I just don't think I need it. I think I'm okay passing this one along. On the other hand, I love this. This is the Bon Voyage Kawakarabisha. I think this is actually, it says shadow slash luminizer, so it can be used as either, but it is a beautiful, beautiful highlight. So I'm gonna keep this one for sure. Okay, so here are more drugstore priced ones. But I already know I'm going to get rid of this. This, whatever that word is. I put this in a worst rated video. This is one of the worst highlighters I've ever tried in my entire life. Now, actually, a lot of these were in my favorite drugstore highlighter video. So we did have the Physicians Formula Mineral Pearls. This is a nice, subtle highlight. We have the e.l.f. Moonlight Pearls highlight. This is a really good, affordable highlight. Very similar to those baked ones from Shop Miss A. This is the Milani Strobe Light highlighter. This is gorgeous. This is the Pixie Subtle Sunrise highlighter formula. So good. Now this one I wanted to put in that video, but I couldn't find it online at the time. So I don't know if this is still sold. This is the Catrice highlighting powder in Champagne Campaign. And I really like this for a nice subtle glow similar to the Physicians Formula one. I filmed that video before trying this Flower Beauty formula, which is maybe one of the best drugstore highlights I've ever tried. So this is going nowhere. Now I feel like these are ones I can part with. First is the Physicians Formula Butter Highlight in Pearl. And I say that because this one, first, it's very creamy, but it just, it's just not for me. Something about it, it has almost like a reflect in it that I don't really like on my skin. So I'm gonna pass this one along. Next is the LA Girl Strobe Light in Watt. I'm gonna swatch this one here. Yeah, I remember this one being a little bit yellowy toned. Like it has like a golden shift, and I don't think it looks great on me, so I'm gonna pass this along. Now this one, I don't know. Let's look at it. I really like the formula in this sleek palette, but I never reached for it. So I'm just gonna pass this one along too. So before we get to cream, let's talk loose. I'm getting rid of both of these. I have yet to find a loose highlighter I ever like. This is the AOA Studio Powlighter in Nebula. This is from Shop Miss A. And this is the Artist Couture Summer Haze highlighter that came in BoxyCharm. I'm also going to pass this one along. Now I have two jelly highlighters. One I like, one is just so-so. So the one that's so-so I would say is this jelly highlighter from e.l.f. This is the shade Bubbly. I think this formula dries down way, way, way too fast. And it does not give you enough time to really work with it. But honestly, it is extremely blinding, as you can tell. It's just much harder to finesse. Whereas this Makeup Revolution highlighter in Dazzling. I feel like is a lot easier to work with on the skin. So those are those two shades. So I'm going to keep Makeup Revolution for now, even though I don't really reach for it often. I'd like to have one in my collection. I think I could pass on e.l.f. and keep Makeup Revolution. For time's sake, I'm going to keep these two swatches while I go through my stick highlighters. Now, one I definitely know I'm keeping. That is the e.l.f. What is this called? Pink Pearl Glow. This was in one of this made it into my favorite drugstore highlighters. It's just beautiful on the skin. Love to wear this in the summer. One of my favorite stick highlighters. I also think I want to keep this. This is the Catrice Dewy Wet Look Stick. I think this has a shade too. Splash and Glow is what it's called. Yeah. I'm definitely going to keep this one too. I don't know if you can tell, but it just gives a nice wet effect, which I really enjoy in the summers. I think this one I'm going to pass along though. This is the Nude Sticks Illuminati. This I got in a, I believe a advent calendar, but it just doesn't do it for me. So I think this one is gonna go. Now we have a bunch of just like squeezy tube highlighters. This one I have no clue what I'm going to pick. I'm honestly going to swatch them all to be able to compare. All right, so we got, this is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. I squeezed way too much out. Oh dear, that's a lot. All right, that's way too much. All right, that's Opal. Then from Amuse, this is Shop Missy. I have the Liquid Illuminate in, I don't know what the shade is. Okay. This is like very pink. All right. Next I have some from Ulta. This first one is the Liquid Illuminator in Starlight. Oh god, I'm really bad at moderation when it comes to squeezing these out. Okay, there is Starlight. I've definitely used Starlight a lot, I know that for sure. Then I also have the Ulta Duochrome in Sunray Burst. Okay. Oh, that was a lot again. Okay, that one's duochrome-y. Okay, next is the e.l.f. Liquid Highlighter. Okay. Hold on, nothing but like water came out, so I think this one needs to be shaken up or something. Hold on. Okay, this one might have just like completely gone bad because it's just like water. So that's definitely going in the trash. This last one is from Lollipops and it's Fluid Glowy. That's all it says. Okay. All right. That is straight gold. Okay, so here are the options. I think I'm just going to keep one. And out of all of them, I think I like this one here from the Ulta Beauty brand the best, the Liquid Illuminator in Starlight, because I like to use this on like my shoulders. And I think I'm going to pass on the rest and throw out this e.l.f. one because that is not good. Okay, we have one category left. This is like droppers. This is my weakness. This is the kind that I love. I don't know how many I'm going to get rid of here, so let's just get started. This is my favorite, the Cover FX drops in Moonlight. Oh man, are these my go-tos in the summer. All right, so this is Moonlight. I love this so much. That is beautiful. Now what I think is a good dupe is this. This is Ulta Beauty's highlighting drops. It doesn't actually have a shade name on this bottle, which is helpful, but I'll show you. I think the formula is so similar on this. Like, look at how similar those are. Exactly. Now this one is from AOA Studio, which is Shop Missy's brand. This is Glow Baby. I believe I recall liking this as well. Oh, that's so beautiful. Yep. All right. Now these two are Smoke and Mirrors Luminizing Drops. This one's 24. Okay. Wait, let's see. Oh my god, I think this one dried up. Okay, this one dried up, which makes me think this one dried up. Wow, they just completely dried up. There's nothing in these two, so these are gone. So the last thing we have here is the Essence Make Me Glow Liquid Highlighter. Let's see. Honestly, I kind of really like them all. I think I'm going to keep them all. All right, so I'm going to lay everything out and calculate it up, and we'll see how much I was able to declutter in this category. Okay, so on the right is what I'm keeping, on the left is what I'm getting rid of. So I kept 27 and decluttered 24, so I almost decluttered half my collection, which I'm very happy with. My drawers are overflowing, and I want to make room for products I like and, you know, pass on the ones that I think someone else would get better use out of. So that is it for this declutter video. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see next. As usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Twitter and my Instagram down below. Give them a follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys!